Hello, everyone that's joining in. Hello, Dee. All right, I just had to get my chat up. Now I'm going to sit down. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Brenda. Okay, so tonight, sorry about my chair wobbling. Hello, Fatima. So tonight, I got a whole bunch of emails, which I love. Got a whole bunch of emails. Got yes, it's much brighter. I changed out the light, so it should be a little bit better. Let me just move my mat up here a little bit. So I got tons of emails, and lots of you wanted to know what you could do with some of the goodies that you guys have purchased from the retirement sale. So I wanted to share with you tonight some of my favorites from the retirement sale and some of the things. Yes, no more earthquakes. Hello in Texas. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite things that are being retired and wanted to show you a twist on a card that I absolutely love. So from time to time, I'm able to check out what our inspiration team is doing. So I kind of check in and see the cool things that they're creating. And this is one of the cards that just absolutely knocked my socks off. So this card, it's actually jumbo because I blew it up so you guys would be able to see it better. This card was created, hello Steph, by Marie. So Marie, I'm not sure if she's here tonight, but she created this card and it knocked my socks off. And it is just absolutely stunning. But of course, I'm going to put a little bit of a Christopher spin on it this evening and do some things a little bit differently, but still pretty much the same. But you'll see what I mean in a second. But again, if you want any of the products that I'm using tonight, many of which are retired, you're able to grab them at the link below. So I wanted to show you kind of, how I'm going to mix it up a bit and change up this card just ever so slightly because, again, I thought it was just absolutely beautiful. Oh, perfect. Hello in Western Maryland. So this is the card, and I'm going to show you how we're going to mix it up a bit. So she used a couple of different stamp sets, but I wanted to do this card because two of the stamp sets are the retired stamp sets. Okay, so I just thought that that would make sense. So the very first stamp set that we're going to use is called Baroque Background. And it is beautiful. It's this background that she did here. And I believe she might have masked this, but we're going to kick it up a notch and we're actually going to use some glitter stock because so many of you, bless all of you. No. There's not another box kit. Not until next week. Not until next week, Angela. I promise. Not till next week. So this is the Baroque background, and it's just absolutely stunning. And when we first launched this stamp set, we did not have the glitter stock yet. So I'm sure that Marie would have used the glitter stock had she had it, because Marie loves the glitter stock and loves glitter, and she uses glitter everywhere she can on her cards. So this is what the Baroque background looks like. It's a huge background stamp. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stamp this out, but I don't have to stamp out the whole thing. So what I generally do when I don't have to stamp out the entire thing is I will take my bar magnet, and I'll show you in just a moment here. Let me grab my bar magnet from my other Misty because we're going to use both Misties today. And we're also going to use this stamp that I already have prepped. Can you guys believe it that I have this already prepped and ready to go? Hello, Lisa. Hello, Georgia. Hello, Sandpaper Road. And a thank you, of course, to everyone that's placing orders while I'm live. You've already started. You've already started, so I appreciate that very much so. So I've already placed the stamp on the large Misty. And before anybody asks, yes, my Misty is white. It is a real Misty. My dear friend Ileana, when she gifted me my very first Misty, it was pink, as most Misties are. And I said, Ileana, would you be able to possibly do a white Misty for me? And she, yeah, so prepared. Isn't that crazy, Gyps? So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of here and just place that on my area here and just keep this is actually what's going to be holding down the paper. Because I don't need to stamp the whole thing, but I want to try to stamp as much of it as I can. So, when she said it to me, I said, it's pink, like everything else that I have in this industry, because everything's pink. And she was like, okay, okay, okay. And she did the white ones for me, which I was so appreciative of. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the Brutus Monroe embossing ink. And this is a technique that you guys saw me do last night. If you guys did not see this card last night, I suggest going back and taking a look. This is the card that we made last night, and it's with the glitter stock and also the embossing technique. Oh, you changed yours to white too? Good, 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 good. Yeah, I'm so glad that she started selling the labels. I was very excited when she started offering them. So I'm just gonna head on in now. Hello, Joy. And I'm going to just stamp down my my piece there. And it's not gonna look like anything happened, but I promise you it did. So I'm actually going to stamp this down 3 times because this is a background stamp and it is also on the glitter stock. So it's very important. And again, do not do chest compressions. This is not CPR. You just have to gently zhuzh your Misty. And make sure you have a good, juicy embossing pad. And again, the embossing, you can always get the embossing reinkers, of course, on our website, and they work wonders. So I'm just going to go in and gently press. Again, just very gently. Make sure you get into all the nooks and crannies. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a piece of paper, which I have right here, and fold it in half. Yes, no CPR. No CPR. Love that card and order some of the glitter paper right afterwards. Good, 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 good. Yeah, the glitter paper is just absolutely stunning. This is the sterling that I'm using tonight. So I'm just going to pop this up here and pull it off my piece of paper. Easy peasy. And then you can obviously use this adhesive on the back when we apply it to the card eventually. And let me place this over to this side. And then I'm going to take our Raven embossing powder, which is our black. And then the top of this, you're going to, we didn't stamp the top of it, so we should be just fine. We're going to add our embossing powder, and this is when the magic happens. So I like to let it run down and look at that background. So it's going to be hard to see until I emboss it, but I think you guys will get the idea. Look at how beautiful. It's almost like it's like a vintage wallpaper, but it just is so spectacular with the glitter stock in the back because the black areas are going to be what we emboss. And those areas, hold on, let me just give it another tap. The areas that are not going to be embossed are going to be the glitter stock showing through, which I think is just going to be spectacular. So let me go ahead and put my embossing powder back into the container. And then I am going to go ahead and heat set this with my heat tool. Just give it a second. Remember to always heat up your heat tool before you bring it to your paper or your glitter stock. And I can't wait till you see the difference of what this looks like once it's heat embossed. So let's just go ahead and heat emboss away. And it happens, again, very quickly on the glitter stock. And it's just so, I mean, it's absolutely stunning. So I hope everyone, while I'm heating this up, had a good Wednesday. We've been very, very busy at the Brutus Monroe offices because all of you guys have just been going wild with that with the retirement sale. And we so appreciate that. So appreciate it. So I'm just going to continue heat embossing this till we get to the very end. I just want to make sure that it's all heat embossed. It does not hurt it, D, but what you'll want to make sure that you do, is once you use the embossing buddy and it's all heat embossed, you're going to want to go back over top of it with like a light tack cloth. So you don't want to go over top of it with like a Swiffer wiper. That's what I use when I'm getting stuff off my table too. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, but they're like a glitter grabber is what I call it. But it's just a Swiffer, like a little Swiffer cloth. But now you can see how beautiful, and I'm hoping that it's going to pick that up, how beautiful that pattern is. Can you see that pattern? and that glitter on top of it. It's just so pretty. Okay, so now staying true to the way that she did this beautiful card, I actually I'm really uber prepared tonight because I have another one that I've already embossed. So this one is the one I'm going to cut the circle out of. Okay, and I just did a half emboss on this because I knew I was going to cut the circle out of it. So this is going to be an A2 size card. So let's go ahead and grab a piece of Raven cardstock. And I saw today, I had a meeting with Courtney, and she said that you guys are just gobbling up that Raven cardstock, gobbling it up. So the Raven cardstock is a beautiful dark black. So I'm gonna go up to 4 1/4 because we're gonna do this as a top folding card, and then I'm going to go ahead and with this one, I don't think we need to score this one. I think we'll be fine without scoring it. But we're just gonna fold it in half, of course. And again, you don't have to score it if you want to. I always suggest scoring it, but it's really not a big deal. And then I'm going to grab my circle dies. So these are our stitched circle die cuts, and and they always give me 2 sets whenever they put my sets together because they know that I sometimes will lose some things. Sometimes, I don't say all the time, but sometimes. And I think we'll use this circle size, which is the 3rd one in. Let me put this to the side. And now I'm going to grab the die cutting machine. But, I almost forgot one step. Before I grab the die cutting machine, I'm going to take one of my favorite all-time products. And this, I don't believe I listed in the links, so I apologize, but you can find it just by searching for Easy Cut Adhesive. This is a product that is from ThermoWeb and iCraft/ThermoWeb. It's the same company, but this is incredible, and I use it all the time because it's a full adhesive back sheet, and I use it often on my glitter stock, because it makes your glitter stock be one big adhesive. Yes, Midnight. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about Midnight. Midnight's one of my favorite new colors. You know what? 2 colors go together really well. Midnight and Speckled Egg. Hello, Susan. So all you do is just peel this piece off. You're going to place it right on the back here, and it will fit right on your 6x6. Just place it down, and then don't take this piece off. Okay, don't take this piece off, right? And then you're going to grab your die cutting machine. I'm still using, I've been using actually the Spellbinders Platinum 6. I've really been enjoying it because it has a really awesome pressure. The pressure on it is incredible. So I highly suggest this machine. It's a really great machine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place my piece here. I'm going to place my little circle on there. Oh, thank you so much for the, I can never remember what that's called, Fatima, but thank you so much, whatever that thing is called. It's like a super chat, I think is what it's called, but thank you for it. I can never remember what that's called. So I'm just going to run this through the machine. Super chat, thank you. I appreciate those super chats. I really do. So I'm going to just run this through the machine. Luckily, there's no shaking because the camera is now mounted to the ceiling. No more shaking. Okay. So I'm not going to use the plates again. Just going to put this to the side now. And now I want to show you. So this will just pop right on out of here. But it's probably going to still be attached a little bit to the backer piece because this shifts a little bit because of the backer, but it's going to peel off like a sticker. And I'll show you that when we're ready to use it, okay? So let me move this to the side and we'll grab this when we're ready to use it. So, yes, thank you for the thumbs up. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate you guys. No idea, because when I started on YouTube many moons ago, I never thought that YouTube would turn into this, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little bit of color here to our flowers here, because she attached, if you look at the example, she actually took the flowers and she cut them out. So they're the same size as the background. Now I'm going to be using a style file marker because I've been using the style file markers a lot. And I'm just going to go on in and just add ever so slightly, just a little bit of color to the bottom of this flower. Not much, just a little bit of color. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend that out with my finger. Now that's not very technical. You can blend it out, you know, if you want with like a piece of paper towel or something. But if you grab it right away, you can blend it out a little bit. Okay? So again, if you want to do it differently, you absolutely can. But look at how that glitter shows through. Actually, what the heck? Since we're changing it up a little bit, let's just color the whole thing, shall we? Why not? Let's just color the whole darn thing instead of smudging it. I think it would be cool if we colored the whole thing. So now you can see that beautiful flower. Do you see that there? I'm hoping you guys can see it. I'm gonna add that in, and then I'm gonna take my scissors. That's okay, Connie. We're still here. We're still rocking and rolling. And then I'm just gonna take my scissors, and actually we're gonna pop these ones up. So I'm not gonna worry about putting the adhesive on the back of this one. So I'm just gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna quickly, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but all I'm doing is fussy cutting. You might want to mark down the date and time. How did it go? Oh my goodness, I have not mentioned it. It was fantastic. So what Mom Varden is talking about is we did a fundraiser for the Trevor Project. And unfortunately, you're not allowed to film in their offices, but I have never felt so much love and so much warmth in one place. Oh my goodness. And you guys helped us. We surpassed our goal. We surpassed our goal. So it was just absolutely tremendous. So thank you to everyone that ordered the rainbow box. Hello, Kara. You really, really helped to, we actually were able to get 6 counselors. 6 new counselors trained. So I'm just going to add some more color in here. Okay, and then I think we're just going to do, well, maybe we'll do, my goodness, she was an overachiever, wasn't she? She did a couple of flowers, but maybe we'll just do one on ours. Let's just do one on ours. Thanks, Gyps. Okay, so now we're going to start building our card from the back to the front, because then we'll be able to add the other pieces on. So I'm going to take again my sticker. Okay, so now it's just one big sticker. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So I'm just going to place this right in the center of the card, just like she did. I'm going to leave a little extra space, just a tiny little hair. You might not be able to see how much extra space, just a tiny little hair of extra space. And then this is where we're going to put the flower. And again, you can see, I'm hoping you can see how beautiful, you can still see the details on that flower. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp out, well, we're going to save some time. Okay, so we're going to save some time so that we're not on here, you know, all evening, because I know I'll want to chat too. So what I did was I took another piece of the glitter stock and I stamped this with the Oz surface ink. Okay, and I only stamped it once. Now you could get it much darker, obviously, if you stamped it more, but I love, so this is, I've completely forgot to tell you what this stamp set was. It's another one of my favorites. It's called Create a Cameo. And imagine the cards that you could make. You don't have to, nope, you don't have to. Nope. You don't have to sponge it on the sides. But this is called Create a Cameo. And look at these beautiful silhouettes. Isn't that cool? And then you get all these pieces to create a frame for the cameo if you would like. So I just thought this, I just love this. Love this set. One of them that was hard to retire. But we do, unfortunately, have to retire things. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't think the sides need sponge with color because it's, you know, it's going to give itself, lend itself to a little. Well, Gyps, don't worry. I have big plans for a whole bunch of other fundraisers this year. So I love, love, love fundraisers. Believe me. Love, love, love doing fundraisers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut her out here. And again, I am not the best fussy cutter in the country. I will be the first to admit it. I actually dread fussy cutting stuff. So I'm just going to do a very, very loosey-goosey fussy cut on her. But again, I'll show you, because the surface inks kind of blended in to this glitter stock, you can see the glitter through. Hello, Diane. So I'm going to go ahead on in and go up here just a little bit. Again, she was an overachiever and she almost did the whole darn ponytail. Of course, I would decide to recreate one of Marie's cards, the overachiever of the year. Okay, so let me move all those out of the way and look at how you can still see the glitter on her. I just think that's so pretty. So pretty. I hope the scan and cut. You've got that right. I have a scan and cut at the office that I use constantly. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this flower and actually, I'm going to take this flower. And again, you could do many more flowers if you would like. You can do many, many more flowers if you would like. I just decided to do just the one, but you could do many, many more. And then I'm going to add her over to here because I'm going to use another retirement set. And this one is the Hello Beautiful set. But I'm going to use Positive Mind, Positive Vibes, Positive Life is the stamp that I'm going to use that. Yes, thank you, Mom Varden. I can't tell you how many people have instructed me on how to do fussy cutting, and I just think that there are people in this world that are born to fussy cut, and there are people in this world that are born not to. I, unfortunately, was one of those people that was born not to fussy cut. I wish I was. And look at how great my staff is. They sent me home with these acrylic blocks today, and they bubble wrapped them for me. Isn't that the sweetest? Because I had my trek home. If you guys are so inclined, I literally walk to our office and our store every day from our new house, and it is about a block away. So, good. Yeah, because I think there's only a couple of there's only a couple of the Baroque and only a couple of the and they even put it in a little baggie. A couple of the Baroque and there's only a couple left of these ones that I'm showing you today. Okay, so, and then this, I believe we can do on, let's do this on the black with the alabaster pigment ink. Because a lot of you guys were asking, and I think this is just a super elegant card it's turning out to be. Thank you, Dee. I agree, 100%. So I'm taking some of our alabaster ink. I don't know if you guys have seen the alabaster ink before, but it's super, super white, and I'll show you that in a second here on our Raven cardstock. It's very, very white. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to stamp this down. I may have put too much ink on there. Oh no, it's perfect. Do you see how white that is? My word, look at how white that is. And that's one stamp. That's one stamp. So if you guys have not, I actually used to watch Carol Duvall all the time too. I used to watch her all the time. Do you know what? I'll tell you guys a story real quick while I'm fixing to cut this out. So when I was younger, I think I was like in middle school. Yes, I love the water lily. I believe I was in middle school. So I was in middle school, and I can remember that I could not wait. Oh no, I need a new blade. Do you see what happened there? My goodness. Well, when that happens, you know what we do? Actually, I think there was paper on here. There was paper on here. When that happens, we do it to the other side. Right? When that happens, we just do it to the other side. So anyway, so back to my story. So, and I'm going to do that all the way around. So it has that same kind of funky tear all the way around. So when I was in middle school, I can remember I used to watch Carol Duvall, and I loved Carol Duvall. And the one day I came home, again, I believe I was in middle school. And I think I was in middle school. I might have been in high school, but I think I was in middle school. And I came home, and oh, thank you, Connie. Yes, the acrylic blocks Oh my goodness! If you guys have not seen our acrylic blocks, they have the grippers on the side of them. We have the grippers on the side of them, and they have the grid lines, and then of course the Brutus and Rowe branding on it. But anyway, back to my story because I'm gonna get on like 7 tangents. So I came home one day and I couldn't wait because I would, get in front of the TV and it was always on like right after school. I can't remember the exact time, but it was always on right after school, and I couldn't wait to get home. And the day that it was like right before the holidays. I'm just popping her up with some Pop Dots. It was right before the holidays, and I can remember I came home and I was all excited because at the beginning, if you guys watched Carol Duvall, at the beginning she would show the projects that she was doing. And I can remember I was sitting and I was waiting, and she said that she had a guest on, and the guest that was on that day was a man. And I said, a man? I said, wait a second. A man doing crafts on the Carol Duvall show. I said, this is my time to shine. My goodness, I can't wait because there's a man on the Carol Duvall show. And, if a man can, do crafting, then I, can't rubber. Well, Tamitha, that's what I'm getting to. So that day, it was Tim Holtz that was on. And I can remember I sat there in complete and utter awe because there was a boy on the Carol Duvall show. And I will never forget because I sat there and I was like, oh my goodness. There's a boy on the Carol Duvall show. What the heck? This is craziness. And long story short, I reached out to, so that we opened up our larger store, but before we opened up our larger store, it was a snowman project. I remember it like it was yesterday. So we opened up our original store, obviously, about a year ago, almost a year ago to the date, and we had our first anniversary party at the store, and about 200 people showed up at our little tiny store, and I called, or I sent an email to Tim, and I couldn't. I was a nervous wreck. I sent him an email. This was about a year ago, and I sent him an email and I said, you've been such an inspiration because guys that craft, and I watched you, when I was in middle school, blah blah blah. Like I watched the video. I have my own paper craft company now. And I just wanted to say that you are such an inspiration, and we're celebrating our anniversary, and thank you so much, blah 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 blah. Well, I get an email back, and not only did he say thank you and so on and so forth, he sent so many goodies for the anniversary party. So it was kind of a full circle moment for me because, like I said, I was watching him on Carol Duvall, and I said to myself, my goodness, a boy that's crafting, that's craziness. And to fast forward, yes, and now I'm friends with him. So it's crazy. It's definitely it's a full circle moment. He is absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. So it's been a journey, but it's definitely it was a very full circle moment because, like I said, when I first saw him, yes, he's great. When I first saw him on the Carol Duvall show, that was the kind of the pivotal moment that I was like, and again, I was like, I think I was honestly, I think I had to have been in middle school. I have to check the year, but I remember watching it and I was like, what the heck? Like, this is, there's a boy that's crafting, because at that time, I mean, was it a man? I was like, it's a boy, because everyone was a boy. But I was like, it's a boy that's crafting on the TV? How the heck is this, how the heck is this possible? So, fast forward, and it's been incredible. It really, really has. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this right on here. So I like the black on black because it kind of gives itself dimension. So again, here's the original card, which is, very, very beautifully feminine, very, very beautiful in her approach. So I wanted to Christopherify it, I guess, if that can be a term that we can use. I wanted to zhuzh it a bit. And now here is my version. So I think it's super, 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 super fun, super cool, very sparkly. But I just love, and again, like I said, if you haven't gotten your hands on this alabaster ink yet, you definitely want to grab yourself some because this is on dark black cardstock. So all of the items, again, like I said, are listed below if you want to go ahead and grab them. There is I'll just let you know, any stamps that are listed are in an extremely last call, because they are items that are part of the retirement sale. So again, I want to thank everyone that has placed an order during this live. I also appreciate each and every one of you. You have no idea how much I appreciate your orders and everything. I isn't that crazy, Fatima? I know, and it's that's the. I just had to take a moment there, Fatima. I thank you for that. Thank you for that. I guess I never thought of that. I don't think I ever thought of that. That's incredible. Thank you, Fatima, for mentioning that. I've never even thought about that. That's great. Thank you. So anyway, so that's the card for tonight. I am going to be going live tomorrow. I have a very special live that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Same time, same place. We're going to be doing more items from the retirement sale because remember, the retirement sale ends Friday. I know, can you believe it? 2 days away and the retirement sale will be over. So make sure to grab your goodies while you can. Again, if you are on this live and you are watching this live later on, yes, Nadine, grab some of those blocks because some of the blocks are on the some of the blocks are actually in the retirement sale. I don't know. There's the tiny block and the ruler block are in the sale. So thank you, thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about my stories. And it looks like the Create a Cameo is now in the danger zone. So if you want that Create a Cameo, make sure to grab it. Yeah, get them while you can. They're going. So thank you all so much for being a part of my life. I adore each and every one of you. Remember to always be good to one another, and I want you to always remember to create your own ending. And if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and just post them below. And of course, as I always say, there is a community page. I don't know if you guys have seen the community page for the Christopher Allen page, which is here. You can actually post something, so maybe I'll post a poll to see what we can do for Sunday, because Sunday is the day that I want to do a longer live with you guys so we can chat and we can talk about products and so on and so forth. So maybe I'll post some different things that we can talk about on Sunday, some different products to see what you guys want me to use and want to see. So thank you all so much again, and remember to always create your own ending, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.